Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you here today. I was just admiring your view. Great view. I'm just happy that you're all here to witness this.
You're a piece of shit. You always have been a piece of shit. You always will be a piece of shit. How far is too far? Did you know that this month of April is actually Autism Awareness Month? So, you know, I'd like to thank Token the Token for making us all just that bit more aware of autism. Let's all give Token the Token a round of applause. Okay, now I'll just say this straight up. Anyone who ever puts a trigger warning on anything deserves to be castrated and shot in the chest immediately. I was just wondering if you're going to be supplying myself and all your fans a timescale of your thought out suicide. You accuse Greg of being a potential bad parent. Yet you bitch about not being able to be with your kids when clearly you have serious anger issues. She is a horrible person, she is a liar, she is a fraud, and she had a lot of people fooled.
You're going to be telling your kids' that I was real.
I'd appreciate it if I could maybe get some interviews with your parents, and maybe get them to explain how they failed to raise a son that didn't plan on killing themselves even though he's an entitled brat. You don't know. You damn well should know. My name is Ragreynolds. She masturbates watching all of his videos. She tapes it. And she sends it to him. Via snail mail. With hearts on the envelope. Literal sense. In the literal sense, an asshole is what is on this chair right now. I plan on sprinkling your house with powdered breast milk during the night of November 7th. Does anyone even use Google Plus? Like, seriously? Like, I know people, they'll use it to link it with their YouTube accounts, but is anyone that isn't autistic, like Token the Token, responsible for ever actually using Google Plus for any other reason? We don't care about your history. I say what I feel is correct, what is right at the time. I don't make anything up. I just state facts. I don't even state opinions. I try and keep my own personal opinions out of matters so that I don't seem biased when I give the facts. So you're asking me if I want an entitled brat take my virginity. You're asking me if I want a fraud and a liar, someone who is worse than a child molester, someone who is worse than Hitler, to take my virginity? Well, you've got another thing coming if you think I'm ever going to answer this question with a yes. Get your facts straight, and I suggest you take the bass out of your tone because I'm not sure you know who you're asking these questions to. I'm not an asshole. Well, you see, woodchucks are a disgrace to the human race, and they should all just be exterminated. We can all just throw them all over to Australia. That would be probably the best way to go about it. Throw them over to Australia when we're destroying that abominable place.
How does it feel to stand only inches away from greatness? I want you to tell everybody how it feels. Don't you have chills going up and down your spine right now for the first time ever in Ibiza? Standing in Ryan's country.
Who's calling who, man?
In Ryan's world. In Ryan's presence. And while you're thinking about that, remember this. When you're the best person to ever live, even though you got cheated, they don't call you the best person, they call you Ryan Reynolds. Outdo me if you can.
You don't know. You damn well should know. You're the imposter. I am the one, the only, the original, the guy that gets all your attention, the reflection of perfection, the guy with the biggest arms, the guy with all the charm, and the guy who's going to come to Iceland to do you a lot of harm. I mean, pretty much every social justice warrior. It's one of three things that makes them that way. One, they were bullied and they've got a shit life, so they try and blame it on everyone else. Two, they were raped. Or three, they are autistic, or they have Down syndrome. I state facts. I don't lie about anything, I don't bullshit, I don't fabricate drama.
When Jim walks into a room, you could hear a rat piss on cotton.
Well, you see, I actually speak 3 languages, 4 if you count Portuguese, but you shouldn't, because they only speak that in parts of the world that don't matter. This will lead to you or your wife awakening the next morning and suspecting that a fairy has left you some cocaine. And I was just thinking that if I wore a wig, I'd be closer to a woman's kind of perspective and point of view, so I would maybe be as retarded as she was to actually understand her point of view on this. You shall panic and run around in circles while giving out high-pitched ululations for everyone within a 5-mile radius to pick up on, giving off the impression that you're in fact crazy. Trigger warnings are the biggest joke and piece of shit in our society's existence. Do you think that you will ever visit the Middle East? Well, you see, there's about as much chance of me visiting the Middle East as there is me apologising to Brazilians and Australians, and that is non-existent. People are finally seeing you for the piece of shit that you actually are. I don't like uncertainty. After discovering your craziness, you shall be detained and your life will begin to spiral downwards. And I, Ragreynolds, shall claim the title of the man who dethroned Onision. Telling the truth does not make you an asshole. The only way your life is ever going to get any better, the only way you can ever hope to become a better person, is through the epitome of perfection, the step-by-step guide to being a great human being. Give in to my demands, or meet your immediate doom. Kaboom. Okay, anyone that says the N-word instead of saying nigger deserves to be shot also. There is no difference between saying the N-word or nigger. It's kind of like saying the F-word rather than saying fuck, or the S-word rather than saying shit. It is retarded and unnecessary. Say nigger or don't say anything. People that don't want to be crazy, they don't want to be great. My demands are simple. 1. He apologized to me. 2. He sent me $500 as compensation. And 3. He erects a statue in my likeness in his living room, which he bow to each evening. Unless Greg somehow meets my demands, I'm going to plot his demise. The other 3 languages I speak are English, Australian, so I can communicate with those backwards people, and I can also speak French and Russian. Why is it that you won't just stop talking like a little bitch and just do something? This guy named Ragreynolds, he stepped into the light. He brought with him perfection while still being really uptight. You didn't really care about that turtle. In fact, I heard a rumour that you like to kill turtles on a weekly basis. You're a liar, you're a fraud. A response from Ragreynolds made her wait down below, with Stevie still crying over thoughts of reptar frying. Is this even a... This is the most retarded question anyone has ever asked me. This is, without a doubt, the easiest question to ever answer. Because the answer is Australia. And do you know why I would destroy Australia? Because that country is a waste of space. That country is the worst place on earth. That country is worse than Brazil. And Brazil is a horrible place, full of people playing in the mud. Speech. I am completely for people being able to say whatever they want to say, no matter what it is. You're just such a janky assweave. You don't know, you damn well should know. By now at least. My name is Ragreynolds. And it's that you're a liar? I am furious about this turn of events. If not that, then please just document like your wife's abortion or something, you know, or your child's abortion after you impregnate her, you know. You're an asshole. I'm a truth talker. We all know the truth about liars. and that is that liars are worse than child molesters. Liars are the scum of the earth. And I will not tolerate any more of this imposter's bullshit. I'm actually disappointed that you're too much of a pussy that you won't do anything to avenge the death of a turtle. I don't make up bullshit. I don't try and instigate things. I don't make up lies. I'm a truth talker. Follow through on it. Come ahead. Come one, come all. We're having a ball. Send anybody you want. Just don't send anybody you want back. You blow hard with your blow darts. Don't scare me. I think you're worse than Onision. You're a coward. That is what I'm all about. I can't stand liars. From your busy. When did you find out you were greatness? I know because I read your book, but others may not know. Well, there's your answer, you're busy. Read my book and you will know. To me, you have always been and always will be Onision 2.0. I hate liars. Liars are the worst people. They're the scum of the earth. They are worse than child molesters. You're greedy. Broken. You didn't even fall, you know, that's not entertaining. We want to see you get hurt. Everyone loves to see a fat redneck fall and break his neck. Lying is like one of the worst things for me. I would rather be best friends with a rapist than a liar. Maybe that's why your girlfriend left you. She didn't want her kids to be raised by such a fucking pussy. I would rather be best friends with a murderer than a liar. You've had a lot of people fooled for a long time. Why, thank you, fuckface.